Oftentimes during disaster, we don't think about the unbelievable opportunities we have to engage a community. Certainly the Lord has given us the vocation and task of caring first for our families, and so we would do that and make sure that they're safe and secure, whether man-made or natural disasters. But the ability then to work within the body of Christ and then to your neighbor and into your community. In the midst of those disasters, we just see many doors opened for congregations and individuals to engage in a personal way with their communities in ways that typically churches do not have opportunity to do. So probably disaster is one of the greatest opportunities for engagement of congregations and members of the LCMS. If you wait to have the conversation about engaging your community, and you have the first conversation the moment the disaster occurs, you will probably not be very well equipped to make as an effective response as you could have been if the congregation and community are talking and strategically planning for that ahead of time. And we have great resources to help congregations and individuals make those plans and have that training ahead of time. Disaster response will work the best when all entities are working together and communicating. So the local response of the congregation that is coordinated with the district and with the district disaster response coordinator and also with us at the national office will assure that the best resources and communication and the most effective form of relief and response is able to happen in a timely way. Congregations should be careful in the midst of disaster not to duplicate help and things that are already happening by others. So that means you need to assess the community and know what's actually happening by way of the disaster response, and then provide something that is unique for the congregation and its members to be involved in. So if the Red Cross is there and on the ground and providing water and shelter, then the church maybe doesn't need to do that, but there are certainly other opportunities then for the church to be engaged. So never duplicate the resources on the ground, find something new and engage in that way. We certainly do use words like bringing capacity, and I think that's a good word. If you just say bring money, people become very narrow in their definition, and we have lots of things to offer to people in the midst of disaster and how that response happens beyond just dollars. There are substantial dollars, and we're happy to provide those, but the people, the understanding, the resources, the models, the experience from other congregations who've been through disaster that we've been able to garner and learn, when we share that with others, it just makes their response much more effective. One of the mission priorities of the LCMS is to identify clearly who our mission partners are. And while we like to see those as people within the church, oftentimes, and then recognize service organizations, we understand that there are opportunities far more broadly, ecumenically within a community. And so at time of disaster, those doors are certainly open to work with state or federal agencies or other religious organizations to provide care in the midst of disaster.